Hello guys, it's me, Matthew Musselwhite, over Instagram.com/Matthew Musselwhite. This is a new social network I've signed up onto. Check it out, I greatly appreciate it. Now I would like to talk about something that I only found out very recently. Something called Google Fiber. Now Google Fiber has loads of stuff to cover, so I've written up a whole page full of notes onto the computer. So if I tend to look up, it's only so I can refer to my notes, because there's a lot of things to cover in this video. Now Google Fiber is a FTTH, that's fiber to the house, and that's different to the usual FTTC that's around here in the UK. FTTC is fiber to the cabinet. Now, how this is different to FTTH is that there's a building that stores all these servers, and then these cables under the wall delivers a network. Now, somewhere very close to where I live, there's a cabinet where the fibre optic cables stop at, and then the rest is copper. Now, copper, as you know, degrades the signal, so it's about 30 megabits per second around here. And FTTH, it doesn't have a cabinet, it's literally straight to your house, from the service provider's building right to your house. No cabinets, it's all fibre optic right into the modem. Now Virgin Media is doing something similar to this, but has nowhere close to the speed, which is what Google is claiming. Google is also claiming it to be, and I quote, the next chapter of the internet. And I'm actually inclined to believe them in that. They have a promotional video which I'm actually going to roll right now, and I'll talk about why I believe it's the next chapter of the internet. Like to see all of this promotional video, I'll put the link right below for your convenience. Now Google is offering this service at the mid-range. There's like 3 plans. Again, I'll put down to the moment, but the second plan offers 1 gigabit per second download and upload speed. That's right, 1 gigabit. 1 gigabit. Can you believe that? Now in perspective, let's go with Sky, my service provider here. They offer 30 megabits per second download and upload speed. And what Google is offering makes my service look like a 56k modem in comparison. And that's amazing. I cannot stress this enough, that what I use the internet for, I constantly download games, I constantly upload big files, and one day I want to upload uncompressed 4K video at some point, uncompressed right off my video editor to YouTube, and I could get that done in about somewhere between 8 seconds to 8 minutes, versus I don't know how long it would take on my current provider. It's insanely fast. It's faster than Virgin's FTTH service, Virgin also offers a FTTH, which is about 100 megabits per second. But again, the 1 gigabit per second, which is 1,000 megabits per second, makes Virgin's offer, again, looks like a 56k modem in comparison. And that's impressive. Now I can try this out myself. It's available in 2 countries in the US, with another 32 planned to be part of Google's Fiber project this year. There's actually mixed speculation if it's coming to the UK or not. I will contact Google after this to inquire if they have any plans to bring it to the UK. So for the jump cut, guys, I actually went onto disk space on my iPad mini. That has now been resolved, so I'll continue. So let's continue. Now I was saying that it wouldn't surprise me if Google would bring this to Canada, bring Google Fiber to Canada, because it's very close to the US. But at this point I'm very uncertain if it is coming to the UK. But the speed is phenomenal. I cannot stress this enough. It's good for gameplay because it means lower ping. It's good for downloading, uploading onto YouTube. You know, it's very good, and I cannot stress that enough. Now, how much faster does Google claim that Google Fiber is? Google Fiber is claiming it to be about 100 times faster than other networks. Most likely other US networks. I can't compare if it's how much faster it is between between Sky and Google Fiber. Now for me personally, I get 5 megabits per second at least up here. Downstairs people can get up to 30 megabits per second, but because I'm using a power link from the router to my room, it has to go through a loop to the fuse box, and by the time it gets to me the signal is greatly degrade, so I'm at least 5 megabits per second download, and I think I'm about 2 megabits per second upload, which isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it's very comparable to what other people are getting in the US. Plans and pricing. Okay, like I said, Google has 3 plans, and I'll go down them right now. Now, the first option is the free internet option. Google is offering free internet for 7 years through the Google Fiber network. Now that means $0 per month, but you will have to pay a construction fee of $300 or $25 per month for 12 months. And that will cover you the price for the constructing, because don't forget, it's actually not a setup box. It's not like there's a box outside your house that's where the fiber optic stops and then the rest is copper. It goes straight to your house. That means that the qualified people has to route cables right from Google Fiber's network down to your house. And I can imagine that's pretty costly. But what do you get for this free internet? You're not going to get the 1 gigabit per second download and upload speed, but you get something quite comparable, I think. 5 megabits per second download speed, 1 megabit per second upload speed, and that's basically it. You don't get any Google Drive storage, which is fine by me. You can't really argue for the price they're asking. $0, that's free. And who doesn't like free stuff? I mean, seriously, I probably will go with the free option, because I don't know, it's not much different from what I'm getting now, and I'm surviving it, so it can't be that bad. Now, moving on to the second option, which is gigabit only. Now, gigabit only, you have to pay $70 per month. On top of that is the $300 construction fee, or $25 per month for 12 months. And that's what you get: 1 gigabit per second up, 1 gigabit per second down, and 1 terabyte of Google storage. And for $70, that's quite a good deal. Now $70 is about around £42 here, which is £10 cheaper than Virgin's FTTH service, but it doesn't offer us nearly as good of speed, so it's frankly a bargain, really. Now, the 2 options I've just mentioned, they both only come with the network box, which is frankly just the modem. I imagine you could hook up something like a Apple AirPod Extreme to it if you really want to, but it's probably like a wireless modem right off the bat. Okay, the third and final option is Gigabit Plus TV. Now this is $120 per month plus the $300 construction fee, and for this again you get the 1 gigabit per second up, 1 gigabit per second down, plus a few extras. Now what do I mean by extras? I mean you get 2 terabytes of DCR storage to record up to 8 shows simultaneously, plus the 1 terabyte Google Drive. Now what's included in this bundle, and again apart from the DCR and Google Drive storage, you get a Nexus 7 tablet as a remote, a Google TV, the network box, and then the storage box for DCR. Now the prices I've just mentioned is for Kansas City only. Now I'm going to go down for prices for Provo, and the construction prices are actually a lot cheaper. For free internet is $0 per month plus $30 construction fee. For gigabit it's $70 plus the $30 construction fee, and Gigabit Plus TV is $120 per month plus the $30 construction fee. So it's actually cheaper. The construction fee is cheaper for some reason in Provo than it is in Kansas. That's interesting. Now after we've just been all of that, and I've just kind of been nerdgasming all over this because it's amazing, bloomin' amazing. There's nothing that can reach that speed at the time of this recording. So my mind's absolutely blown of how Google has managed to achieve this. Now there lies the question of this video. Does this actually revolutionize the ISP market? Now ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. Does it really revolutionize it? Kinda. From what I read, Google doesn't actually want to be in the internet market per se. It's more or less just a wake-up call for other service providers to get their game on, or they're going to die essentially. Now what I mean by die means that if Google's offering a 1 gigabit per second fiber optic network, and other US companies like AT&T, that's the only one I actually know, offers 10 megabit per second network, they're not going to survive in the future if, in comparison. Now because of this, I think that this is how Google is planning to revolutionize the ISP. It's more or less a slap on the hand saying that you know, do better or you're not going to survive in this market for much longer. And that's basically the meat and potatoes of it. But Google does, on the other hand, probably does want to be in the market because Google is kind of dipping their hand in every single pie at the moment. With the Google Glass, there's another project I forgot the name of, which is a 3D camera sort of project, which I'm looking forward to see. And you know, the mobile phone market, the cloud computing market, which I've been keeping a close eye on. The last time I seen in cloud computing was with the Oracle's NC program back in 1996. But that's another video for another day. There you go, guys. It was essentially a first impressions of Google Fiber and what I think it would do to the ISP network. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.